Hello, loves, and welcome in. Today I'm going to be working on a Penpal mail, so I hope you'll craft along with me or just cozy up and enjoy. So let's get started. Today I'm working on a space theme for one of my very lovely pen pals, and it's based on the sticker sheet you see on the side, which is from StickiiClub. I'll try to link all products in the description, so don't worry. But to start with, I'll just be working on just the envelope, and I'm using some cardstock, gluing it down to the corners. And I guess while I'm working on this, since it's my first pen pal video, I'll talk a little bit about how I got into pen paling. I started pen paling in 2019 is when I really got involved with it. Before that, I would send cards and letters to family or friends, but I actively started looking for pen pals around that time, and it was pretty popular around that time, so it was easy to find a good selection of pen pals to start with. I still have some of the pen pals that I originally had from back then, and we have formed a great friendship. I can't remember exactly where I saw the whole pen pal idea. I'm guessing maybe it was on Instagram, and that's where I found my first few pen pals was through Instagram using tags like pen pals wanted. And since then, I've fallen in love with the hobby. It's a great creative outlet, and I always love decorating envelopes and putting my whole heart into sending a mail, even if just the envelope is decorated. Sometimes I will make flip books to go inside, but not always. And to get started pen paling, you don't really need a whole bunch of supplies. You can start with just a few, even if that's just paper and a pen. So don't get discouraged. I fell in love with the creativity of pen paling. I just find it relaxing and freeing to put time and energy into creating something special for somebody else. And connecting with people through pen paling is different than connecting with people over direct messages or email, which you can do a pen pal through those ways too. But having a handwritten letter in your mailbox or your P.O. box is just something else. Through pen paling, I found my creativity again during adulthood. Creativity is something that we sometimes put on a back burner, and it's so good to rediscover something that brings you joy in your life. Now that we're done with the envelope, I'll go on to decorate the writing paper where I will write my letter on. This isn't something I always do. Sometimes I'll find a pretty stationery that goes along with a theme, or sometimes I'll just send a blank page. You don't have to be fancy to pen pal. You don't have to decorate things. It's just about that connection and bonding with somebody. One of the first themes that I ever did when I started pen paling was a space theme, and this cardstock paper is from way back then. It's lasted a long time, but a space theme is one of my favorite ones to do. I find it easier to decorate with. A space theme is my fallback theme, so it's a theme that I could do time and time again if I can't come up with an idea. I really loved making this envelope and letter today for my lovely pen pal. I hope you enjoyed watching some of the process. And let me know if you would like a more in-depth video about how to start pen paling, supplies, anything like that, and I'd be happy to make one. So tell me, why do you love pen paling? So let me know in the comments if you like to pen pal and when you started. I'd love to know. Thanks so much for joining today, and I hope you do something you enjoy today. Lots of light and love. Bye.